I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes, I am. A picture of your beauty and grace. A beautiful masterpiece molded in your love. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Go on and hit like and share. Had a really big announcement that I want to share with everybody. So, share and like and comments and everything. And then you can follow me on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook under Carol Chisholm and Carol Chisholm Ministries. Okay, so before I give you the big announcement, won't be long at all. Before I give you the big announcement, I really want to encourage you today. I'm Carol Chisholm for Wonderfully Made, where we are inspiring courage and confidence in our listeners, followers. And I'm really excited about sharing this with you. Last year, Coach K, Kanita Williams, and Model for the King, I started listening to her podcast. And she is a life coach. And so I was just tuning in one time, and she was talking about vision boards and writing down your vision and making it plain, and really encouraging the listeners that whatever it is that you want from God, whatever it is you want to pursue, write it down and begin to make plans to accomplish that. And so what was really interesting is because I tell my students in one of our lessons that a heat-seeking missile doesn't stop until it reaches its target. Right? And so we have to be like that with our goals. We have to write them down. And we have to be like that heat-seeking missile that we will reach that goal and accomplish that goal. And so I began to just write things down that I never really thought of before. You think of things, but it's like, nah, that'll never happen. I can never do that. And then as a bold person, a bold woman, definitely it's like, okay, no, that will never happen. So I just began to play around with my vision board, and I think I had some modeling on there. That was the first one. So I did another one, and because I had that on my vision board, I actually started modeling with an agency. And so you're never too old, you're never too young to accomplish those things that you desire. So if you have a big dream, go for it. Write it down. And so that's my first scripture is, then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. Okay. And so I thought that was pretty interesting because I never really paid attention to that scripture. And the way Coach K broke it down was with applying it to your goals and to your dreams. And so I began to write down things, and I began to make them plain so that I could, like that heat-seeking missile, I can reach that target. So I've done a vision board. I did one last year, and I did one for this year. Of course, you think COVID is just really crazy, and how can you reach anything? How can you accomplish anything? But on my vision board, and I'm going to post it after we're finished, I'm going to post what I have. And one of the goals on my vision board was actually to write a book. And I didn't really think I would ever do that. My dad was an author. He was a great wordsmith. And I even started graduate school to work on my doctorate, but I just never could see myself finishing this dissertation that was going to be over 200 words, 200 pages. And so I just, for whatever reason, I think at the time there was just some circumstances that arose, and I didn't finish it. But I wrote down on my vision board to write a book. And that's what I started doing. And really under the encouragement again of Model for the King and Coach K, I actually went to a writers conference and presented my idea. And the publisher actually liked the idea and is publishing my book. And so I'm really excited about it. I'm going to put it, hold on a minute, in the comments section. And you may already see it. Oh, okay. So I have been published, or I'm going to be published by Redemption Press. And the title of the book is, I got to find out what my title is. It's Breaking the Shadows. Hold on a minute. So I'm really excited, but I want to encourage you because you can do all things. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. There's nothing that is too hard for God. And if we trust him, there's nothing too hard for us. So I actually, one of my favorite scriptures is in Ephesians 3. It says that he can do above and abundantly more than what we ask or think. I'm paraphrasing. What we ask or think of him. So the sky is the limit. Hey, Antonio, how are you? So the title of the book is Breaking the Shadows, How to Enhance Your True Self and Live in the Light of God's Glory. And so if you click on the link, you can go to Redemption Press, and it's posted there, and you can support me. Okay, so I am asking for supporters. So if you go click on that link, and I'll post it on my page. So I'm just really excited about what God is doing, and not only this book, but he allowed me the opportunity to be in an anthology, a book collection with other authors. And that book is entitled She Writes for Him, Black Voices of Wisdom. And that's due out in Martin Luther King Day, January. And so I'm really excited about what God is doing. And so never think that you can't do something. Never think that you're too old. Never think that hey, Jamie, how are you? Never think that you're too young. Never look at your insecurities and say, I can't do that. No one will ever think, want me to be with them or do this for them or whatever. If you're a great cook. Look at starting that restaurant. We can do all things. And as long as you're breathing, as long as you're living, it's in you to do. There's greatness in you because God, hey, Daryl, because God made us. We're his masterpiece. Right? And so he made us to be great. He made us so that he can get glory. And so I do give him all glory. I give him all honor because if it were not for him, I know that I wouldn't be here. Right? If it were not for him, I know that I would not have just willingly revealed myself as a bald woman with alopecia. I would have never done that. I would have not had the courage or the strength to do it. But I'm so thankful that I obeyed when I heard him say, just let me get glory. I obeyed. And because of that, things have just been happening. Doors have been opening. Launched my t-shirt line. So we can do anything. We can do anything that we put our minds to and that we trust God for. So it's my last scripture. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Write it in the chat box. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that business idea that you have, go for it. Go for it. Just lay it on the table. Write it down. Make it plain. Begin to write out goals and a plan how you're going to accomplish it. And just lay it on the table, because God is able to do anything. He's able to do anything. We're our biggest problem. We hold ourselves back. And so let go of self. And so let go of yourself so that God can do the rest, so that he can bring you to the front and he can receive glory. So that's my big announcement. I'm happy. It'll be out sometime next year. I'm not even done with the manuscript. So, but if you go to that website, click on that link. Let me put it up here again. And like I said, I will put it in the on my page. So that's the link so that you can contribute. Share it with your friends. Tell them about, because I really want everyone to understand and know that we are wonderfully made by God. No matter what our flaws are, no matter what our insecurities are, no matter what our past is, what we've come through, we are wonderfully made, and God can use us to do anything for him. So go for it. Go for it. You can write a book too. All right. So thank you all so much for coming tonight. I told you we wouldn't be long. I just had the big announcement and I wanted to share it with you. So I'll be back next week and hopefully we'll talk about knowing who we are and whose we are. Who we are and whose we are. Okay. All right. I'm Carol Chisholm, your host for Wonderfully Made, where we inspire courage and confidence. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.